Psychology says being highly intelligent is often one of the most exhausting things a person can quietly be. Not because smart people work harder, sometimes it's because they are never fully off, not resting, not empty, not anywhere close to quiet inside. If you've been tired in a way that doesn't make sense, rested and still heavy, fine on the outside and running on something close to empty underneath, but psychology shows something very different about why this happens, and most of it, nobody ever talks about it.
1. They are not thinking, they are being thought at. You didn't choose to notice the flaw in the plan. You didn't ask your brain to replay that conversation on the drive home. It just did. It always just does. Uninvited, relentless, never asked. Psychology links this to high neural reactivity. The intelligent brain responds to more stimuli, more deeply, more automatically than most. It doesn't wait to be switched on. It is always already running, processing inputs that other people's minds simply let pass. The exhaustion isn't from thinking too much. It's from a brain that never learned it was allowed to ignore things.
2. Every conversation is actually 3 conversations happening at once. You're talking, and while you're talking, another part of you is watching how it's landing, and another part is quietly editing, taking out the things that would take too long to explain or that the other person isn't quite ready to hear. Talking, watching, editing, all at once. Psychologists call this metacognitive monitoring, the brain observing itself in real time while simultaneously performing. For most people, conversation is one thing. For highly intelligent people, it is often 3 things running in parallel. Other people have one conversation. You are managing all 3, and only one of them is visible. 3. They cannot be in a room with someone struggling without quietly trying to fix it. You didn't say anything. Nobody asked you, but something in the conversation settled into you and now it's yours. Their problem, their worry, their unresolved thing, sitting in you like it belongs there. Noticed it, took it, couldn't leave it. Psychology connects this to what some researchers call an overactive affiliative drive, a deep need to reduce others' distress that often runs faster than conscious thought. The brain registers someone's pain and immediately begins working on it, without permission, without being asked. You didn't choose to carry it, you just haven't found a way to put it down yet. The first 3 happen in relation to the world, the next 3 happen in relation to yourself, and those are often the quietest and the heaviest.
4. They spend their whole life translating themselves. You know what you mean. But saying it requires finding the version that will make sense to this person, in this moment, in this room. So you simplify, you edit, you find the shallower version of the thought and offer that instead. Knowing it, simplifying it, offering less. Psychology describes this as chronic code switching, the ongoing cognitive effort of adapting communication to match those around you. For highly intelligent people, this translation is often so automatic they forget they're doing it. But the energy it costs never stops accumulating. The tiring part isn't the thought. It's that the thought can almost never be said the way it actually is. 5. There is no break between the performer and the critic. You finish something, and before it's even finished, the review begins. Not harshly, just quietly. What was off? What the better version would have looked like, what you noticed too late. Done, watching, already reviewing. Psychologists call this self-referential processing, the brain's tendency to evaluate its own output in real time. For many intelligent people, the evaluator is always running alongside the doer. There is no applause at the end of the performance. There is only the next note the critic has made. You are not too hard on yourself. You have just never been given a moment that felt like enough.
6. Rest has never felt like permission. It has always felt like a risk. When you stop, something feels wrong, like something will be missed. Like the moment you let go, what you were holding will come apart. So you don't fully stop. You rest in half measures, present enough to catch what falls, absent enough to pretend you're recovering. Resting, still watching, never fully gone. Psychology links this to a hypervigilant nervous system, a pattern often formed early in people whose minds learned that staying alert was the price of staying safe, not because anything is wrong now, because something was once, and the brain never got the memo that it's allowed to stop. You don't need to learn how to rest, you need to learn that it's safe to. Not all of this is permanent. Some of these patterns were learned in environments that required them, and learned patterns can, over time, be unlearned. But the first step is always the same, recognizing that what feels like a character flaw is often just a coping strategy that outlived the thing it was protecting you from. You were never exhausted because something is wrong with you. You were exhausted because your mind has been working, translating, monitoring, carrying, fixing, reviewing, staying ready, every single moment for longer than you probably realize. It's okay to put down what nobody asked you to carry. It's okay to say the thought the way it actually is. It's okay to stop watching for what might go wrong. If this made you feel understood, you're not alone. Subscribe for more videos that explore the hidden psychology behind how intelligent minds experience a world that was never quite built for them.